Kia orana, Vainatini and Lou. This little beach here, I think, will be perfect for us to do the first beach clean for the Australian government grant, for the DAP grant. So you can see there's a wide variety of plastic bottles, fishing gear, all sorts of little bits of plastic. I think we could just give everybody a copra sack, walk along the length of the beach collecting all the plastic, bring back here and clear an area somewhere where my shovel is at the moment, and then we sort everything into categories, into piles. I'll do some training for people. Vainatini knows what to do anyway, she's very good. But look at all these shoes, bottles, bits of string, bits of plastic stuff, fishing floats. So anyway, that's my plan. I think this would be a very good one to start off the DAP project because it's not very long. We can do photos and video before we start, quick training session, but we might even do that at Omeka before we come. Clean, so we get some video of people cleaning and photographing. Put everything back down there where the shovel is, sort it all out. When it's counted, we then put it into individual sacks for the different categories and then ship it all back to Omeka and put it in the old shipping container there. So anyway, that's the plan. Hope you agree, and let's try and get that going by maybe the end of the month, but it'll make a big, big difference down here, and especially for our food supply, the lagoon. Our lagoon, our life. Kia orana, kia manuia.
Kino waste. Yamea kino. Me de patili, mati silipa, kopani, moina e de vaitura. Kutea beao pinga, ewa pinga deia, e kole tanoana, luto i te tai. No te mea, e hano mai anau ki tadado kai, me luto i te tai, e kai e tatu. No leila, kahinangalo ia, kia maa, more the future. Kirana, my name is Meitaki Joseph. Welcome to Hakono Hararanga. I'm going to say about kino things. It's about important. Kino thing is important in the lagoon because they came to our foods. That's why we are collecting all the kino things. It's important. Kia orana e kia manuia.
Here's a good example of the problem of the industrial consumer world. They're rubbish, so all of these plastic things are here, far, far away in the central South Pacific. So all of this is what we're now calling oceanic plastics. Marine litter is another word for it. Flip-flops, sandals, water bottles, all of the little bits of trivia that the consumer world thinks is important, and really it's not. Our food supply comes from this lagoon here. We're a subsistence community eating fish, shellfish, coconuts. As the plastics break down, that pollutes our food supply, and it really has no business being here at all.
Kia orana, te mea tamatou e raputuputu nei. No te, because it's important. Ka tale matou e hia mea kino, e hia pātiri kino, the TV, te pātiri de toloka, me pākamalela de kau, ka tuku gilunga de kau, koha o kawalele gila lutonga.
Okay, we're here collecting some of the e-waste and the batteries from the dump. Cool. Yeah.
Why these stuffs are kino?
Ah, okay. I'll explain. Hang on a second. Okay. These lighters, matzi we call them, matzi gassi, these are for Rarotonga's tourist trade, but we get the same stuff from all around the world. We've collected these and we're going to send them as part of our hazardous waste, our kino waste. When I do beach cleans, and I study honu, sea turtles, and there is rubbish all over the beaches and it all comes out of the ocean. These things, not just from Rarotonga, but these lighters are the third most common item on the beaches. So all of our uninhabited islands here, all the beaches are covered in plastic waste. The most common item is drinking water bottles from all around the world. The next thing is flip-flops, slippers, and then these are the third most common. More of the same. Shoes, plastic, bottle tops, handles, lighters, string. We do beach cleans every so often, but pretty much everything we get is plastic, so about 95%.
Why plastic is problem, like important?
Okay, it's a problem because it ends up in the lagoon. So it starts off in the land someplace in another country, then it goes into the lagoon, and the lagoon is our food supply, so it's our larder. And all of this plastic, as they break down slowly, the chemicals go right through the ocean and the lagoon. So they go into our fish, cassie, the pasua, all of these different things. And so whatever we eat has then got the things that they made the plastic from in the first place in there. And the second problem that we have is that harmful microorganisms, so bacteria, algae, viruses, things like that, they all hitch a ride on these bits of plastic. So as the plastic comes here, all of those things suddenly are introduced into our food supply again. Akasusa by the old fish trap over there. Here's a fad just on its way in. The fishing boats chuck them into the ocean, hoping that fish will aggregate underneath them. So they're called fads, fish aggregating devices. It's a heap of synthetic net, rubbish, and it has no business here in our lagoon. This lagoon is our food supply. You know, our fish come from here, our shellfish come from here, and all we ever end up with is all of this garbage in our ocean. This is Pasua, which is the small giant clam, Tridacna maxima, but this filter feeds. It also photosynthesizes because it has little algae inside it. It gets the same problem as coral bleaching, so when the water gets too hot. The other thing you can see here on this fad is these goose barnacles, these Lipas species. So they are now transported from one place to another. So this is what we can call invasive species or alien species or something like that. So not only do we end up with all the garbage, the rubbish from the fishing boats, we end up with species that shouldn't be here hitching a ride, bringing whatever pathogens they do. These things are a problem. They're all over our shoreline, all over. And I think something like 20% of the fads that are deployed are not recovered. And so really industrial fisheries have got an awful lot to answer for with their environmental damage and pollution. So we're doing our beach clean today. You can see there's heaps and heaps and heaps of it. All these tiny little bits of broken down plastic, and they just break smaller and smaller and smaller until they get taken up by the shellfish, and then that's in our food supply. So in just 20 minutes most of us have got a bag about half to 3/4 full. Most of it is plastic rubbish. Can we just look in your sack?
Yes.
Ah, awesome. So most of what we've got is shoes, slippers, bottles, what else? Cans. Yeah.
And lids.
And lids.
Yeah, bottle tops.
Yeah. Cool.
But mostly just rubber handles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so in mine, most of mine is little bits of plastic. Just hundreds of tiny little fragments of broken plastic just washed up in the strand line. Animals eat them. The honu, the whales, the dolphins, and it just fills them up with plastic inside. The manu, the seabirds, so they can't feed properly either. So lipper, trillions of pieces in the world ocean. Oh. You can see what a problem all these little bits of plastic string and the plastic fragments are. Just look under the here, all plastic. So this is all the stuff that's in our food supply all the time, and we don't like it. We don't like it at all. So this heap of rubbish here, the synthetic net, the robes, is actually a fad, so it's a fish aggregating device. So this is the collection of rubbish from Girl Guides, Omega Company, Thinking Day. Cool, eh? Whichever you like. The colours are good here. So this is our guiders sitting here, the company officers, and the heaps of rubbish that everybody's collected. It's the 22nd of February 2019. Okay, so what do you think about today?
We're sad. It's good. We collect a lot of rubbish.
Yeah.
And it's a good exercise.
Yeah. But it's a problem, isn't it?
That's a major problem. It is.
Yeah.
Because it's destroying our beautiful lagoon. Like the theme scene. Our theme is keep it beautiful. Our beautiful lagoon.
Okay. Tai Sumalinga. Okay, thank you. This is the collection from this morning. You see it's mostly plastic bottles. So we've bagged it all up. This is going to be part of our DAP grant shipment that the Australian High Commission in Wellington has funded us for. So we weighed all of the bags and wrote the tallies on, and we've just done the Girl Guides thinking day cleanup, and we've just collected all of this stuff from the lagoon side beach. So from right down the bottom end of this motu up to here. So this is all going to be part of the same shipment as well. Meitaki Poria. And it's been a very good educational exercise as well, because a lot of people have finally understood that plastic in the ocean is a problem, and that's exactly the message that we've been trying to promote. Okay. I'm the president of Hakono Hararanga, and my main purpose is to represent the society to the international scientific community. Lutaime is the chairman. This morning we're sorting all this rubbish out, so we're just doing these tiny little bits of plastic and resorting the bags. The biggest collection we've got of single items is the slippers, the flip-flops, heaps of bottles, bags of bottles. So yeah, but really good job. Heaps and heaps of slippers. So here's the tally of all of our stuff. So this is all plastic bottles. This was mostly from the clean in the morning yesterday by the Island Council. There's our storm rides, zero carbon, zero pollution machine. We've just sorted out all of the stuff from the Girl Guides clean up. We did probably about 7 or 8 kilometers, I would think. So we've just sorted everything out. So all of these bottles, emptied the sands out of them. We've got soft plastic, bits of strings, wrap, heaps and heaps of slippers, glass, matzi, toothbrushes, spoons, what else have we got? Bits of polystyrene and old fishing gear. We're just bringing an old water tank now, and we're going to stick it over there someplace, and then we can put some of these sacks in. But yes, a pretty impressive clean-up from the 22nd of February 2019.
Yeah, that's our storage.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. In we go. Come on, go. In we go.
Kirana! Kirana!
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today.
Yeah. Okay, we're down near Aotearoa, and what we're going to do is clean this beach. And this will be for our Australian grant, for the DAP grant. So this will be DAP Site 1. Cool. So you can see what it's like right now. plastic bottles, slippers, bits of plastic, those ones we brought with us. So anyway, this is where we're starting, and in a little while we're going to clean all of this. So we expect it to be quite an interesting day. So as part of our DAP project from the High Commissioner in Wellington, we're cleaning all this stuff up and we're going to ship it down to Aotearoa, hopefully on the barge at the end of May. But none of this should be here. So the reason it's a problem, as we've already said, this is our food supply here. The fish, the shellfish. Press mark and hold it until the numbers change. One, and then B, DAP 1B. Okay, and then go so it's on done. So there's a lot of plastic. Most of what we find is going to be plastic. Yeah, good. Almost 200 metres. Yeah, it was 188 between the two DAP markers. Yeah, it's good. We've done a really good job. We haven't finished yet, but very good job. So there's still a few little bits of plastic in here, and what I've got here is mixed bits of plastic. And then this one, slippers. All different sizes, all different colours. So whatever you're missing from your wardrobe, we'll probably have here. So our beach is about 200 metres long, with a GPS up at that top corner there. And a GPS down in the far corner the other side of the boat. So 200 metres, 4 or 5 metres wide. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff already. We haven't got everything, but we've made a serious difference here today. So here's our collection from this 200 metre or so of beach. We've got a lot of plastic bottles, a good few slippers. We're just getting ready for kai. And yeah, so we've bagged most of these things and tied them up. Many of these are plastic bottles. This is our collection of kino waste from DAP site number 1 down in the southwest corner of Mangalonglo, and this was from 200 metres of beach, and it's almost all plastic. So there's about half a sack of glass bottles, but everything else is plastic. And that's it. Anyway, first DAP clean-up finished. Thank you. So we're just sorting out the rubbish from DAP clean number 2. So over in the distance there's some islets, and we were up there in the northwest of the atoll. So we did 700 metres of beach up there, an awful lot of fishing floats. So we have Lou and Kina, both of Hakono Hararanga, and in the blue t-shirt is Masina, and she's tallying the waste for us. So we've got rubbish sorting to a fine art now, so we're very good. Same as last time, you can see that pretty much everything is plastic, so the vast majority of rubbish in the ocean is plastic.
That's 2.61.
Okay, 2.61 kilos.
Gene. 4, 19. Okay. Tatago na tatago malokai.
The clean was DAP2.
DAP2.
Yeah, do up.
Yeah, lunga gani. Sapugo. Okay. Okay, tatago number 1 bag. Tatago there, 2.84 kilo. 2.84 kilo. Okay. Okay, then we'll put 2.23 kilo. 23. Okay. Chicken.
Okay. So our waste manager has got nothing to say, but she's done a really good job. Thank you, Meitaki.
Kia ora ana.
Kia ora ana.
Te la mato tauta te oko mai lutu I te ala. Te lauka mai te haku te mohina. Hangaulu poito me te mea.
Floats.
Pāma me ngana tautai. O te tau mea te iuti lauka mai te ala. Hitu ane le mita de mumo e ko mai te a me do ko ia ai takatapai kai malakai e nai de nganga di la de
Perfect. Meitaki.